Okay, good afternoon. We'll start the class. So slowly students will join. So good afternoon, guys. So today we are on the lecture 13. In this class, we can complete the unit 1 topic. So the total topics in the unit 1 is 100% covered. You can check your syllabus also. Okay. So in the last classes, we have discussed about the typology, the organization typology in the firms, what type of organization we are using in the different organization, college, school, military departments, any supermarkets, any petrol bunk, any other mills. So like this we have seen the various organization topology in the various sectors. Now, so we will see the new topic, that is international management. The international management gives the major concept of how the business is going on. So till now you have studied about only the basic management principles, the functions of management, how to take a decision in any organization, what are the quality leadership skills, what are the principles of organization, what are the types of organization and structure of organization. Now ఇప్పుడు whatever the information you got about the organization, now we will see in the globalized scenario. Now the topic is nothing but international management. So how you are managing internationally. Right till now only we have got the information about basic things, how the management goes. Now whenever the company is interlinked with the other countries, or whenever the other country is establishing their franchise in our country, how the management takes place, how the management goes, we'll see in this topic. Right, next. So if you see the various management principles, for example, unknowingly, మీకు without any knowledge, మీకు తెలియకుండానే many of the films you have seen the business, how it is going on internationally. For example, if you see any movie, there a villain is having business all over the world, like smuggling of goods or any your arms, లేదంటే cocaine, లేదంటే smuggling of your heroin, gutka. So he's having number of business in various worlds. How he is managing internationally, how the management is going on, right? So these things just you have seen in the film, but you don't know what is the technicalities. Technical గా ఇంటర్నేషనల్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ ఎలా జరుగుతుందో మీకు తెలియదు. But in the movies, either the hero or the villain is having number of businesses. So he'll market the rifles, guns, bombs, your girls, and cocaine, heroin. So like this he will do the business internationally. But how it is going on, so what are the strategies to maintain, how a manager should have a good qualification, what is his experience. So to learn in deep about the international management, after BTech you have to pursue, or you have to go for the MBA entrance, that is CAT, MAT, ZAT, like this. I said like that. So in that you are having a specialization, nothing but finance management, marketing management, supply chain management, HR management, and international business management. Our specialization we are studying in very brief, just only the introduction we are studying about the international management. Now, the international management requires the understanding of cross cultures. So, what we have to understand? We have to understand the cross cultures, multinational corporations, interactions, global perspectives, and corporate issues. So, what are the things mainly you have to discuss here? The main things we have to discuss is the main things what we are discussing is the understanding the cross cultures. We have to understand the cross cultures. We have to understand. Cross cultures means, for example, India is having one type of culture, right? India is having one type of culture, and other countries is having other type of culture, right? Next, other countries having other type of global perspectives, means each country is having its own type of doing the business, right? One second. Okay. So the multinational corporations, for example, if you see KFC or if you see your Walmart, or if you see some other your garments like Pepe jeans, or any your uh, different woodland shoes. So what they are doing the multinational corporations. We are doing the multinational corporations, the interactions with the industry people, the global perspectives what they are having. So we have to see the global perspectives. What are the global perspectives? Means, for example, whenever you are marketing or whenever you are doing a product business, so you are purchasing, you are marketing in Andhra Pradesh, it is viable in Maharashtra, it is viable in Jammu and Kashmir. If it is viable in India, then what of other countries? Means you have to think globally. Ante whatever the product you are manufacturing, global ga apply అవుతుందా లేదా? ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్ అంబ్రిల్లాస్ గొడుగులు మీరు తయారు చేస్తున్నారు. సో వెన్ ఎవర్ యూఆర్ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్ అంబ్రిల్లాస్, మీరు ఫస్ట్ మీ ఏరియాలోనో మీ స్టేట్లోనో సర్క్యులేట్ చేసి బిజినెస్ చేస్తారు. వెన్ యూ ఆర్ గెటింగ్ గుడ్ ఇన్కమ్, ఏం చేస్తారు? యూ విల్ గో టు ద నెక్స్ట్ స్టేట్, యూ విల్ గో టు ద నెక్స్ట్ స్టేట్ అండ్ యూ గో ఫర్ ద మార్కెటింగ్ ఆర్ యూ గో ఫర్ ద expansion of your business. Once it is got succeeded, already ఉన్నాయి అక్కడ, but it got succeeded, later what you will do? సో మీకు బిజినెస్ జరిగింది స్టేట్ వైడ్, ఓకే, అదర్ స్టేట్ వైడ్స్ ఆల్సో యూ గాట్ ద బిజినెస్, ఇండియా వైడ్ అంతా మీకు బిజినెస్ ఉంది. దెన్ వాట్ యూ విల్ థింక్, ఇఫ్ ద అంబ్రిల్లా యొక్క యూసేజ్ ఏంటి? టు ప్రొటెక్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ ద రెయిన్ వెన్ ఆర్ యూఆర్ గోయింగ్ అవుట్ సైడ్, ఆర్ ప్రొటెక్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ ద సన్షేడ్. Then if it is a universal concept, you can do globally, you can do globally that type of business. So like this we have to go understand what's happening in the cross culture statements, what happening in the cross culture, what is there in the multinational corporations, what they are planning, how they are achieving, how the interactions are going on. So like this international management gives the information about that. Now, it relies on core business competences. It mainly relies on what? The core business. So, pipeline of business concepts, it will not take. It takes the main core, the main part of the business what you are doing. But also it requires the knowledge and skills necessary to operate and succeed in an international business arena. So, లోకల్గా మీకు బిజినెస్ తెలుసు అంటే ఇంటర్నేషనల్కి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ అప్లికబుల్. Internationally, if you want to do the business, you have to get some more skills and awareness. You have to get more skills and awareness. Not only నీ product గురించి సరిపోదు, transactions ఎలా జరుగుతుంది, what is the rotation, how you are making, what is the changes happening in the product, what are the services you are having, how the manager is behaving with the other country relationships, all together you have to maintain. For example, if you see in movies, interpolice antaru. What is the meaning of interpolice here? Interpolice means the person is having the responsibility, or it is having the role or power to to arrest the other countries other country robbers or prisoners also, right? Next, today multicultural managers are indispensable, not only when they work with the people from the other countries, but also with the people from the same country. So deal చేయడానికి ఎవరు కావాలి? We require multicultural managers. So here the manager is a main person. Manager is a main person. For example, you are having a hero in our Andhra, right? He or a hero in our Andhra. So for a hero or a heroine or a celebrity, you are having a PRO, you are having a manager. So a heroine, for example, a Tamanna or some other Kajol, is working in Kannada movies, is working in Tamil movies, is working in Kerala movies. How this manager get the opportunities for the celebrity to work in other states, other state films? Now this manager should have global perspectives, global awareness. ఆ ఫిలిం ఇండస్ట్రీలో మార్కెట్ ఎలా ఉంది, వాట్ ఆర్ ద రెమ్యూనరేషన్ దే విల్ టేక్, వాట్ ఈస్ ద టైమ్ లిమిట్ దే విల్ సెట్, what are the mindset of the directors or producers. So these managers should have multicultural activities, multicultural scenario. Then only the celebrities will get advantage from their managers. So manager is playing a key role not only in the film industry, in every part of the business managers leads a major role. where he will cultivate all different types of multicultural activities, right? Next. The international management. So in the last classes, already you learned about the functions of management. That is, international management also involves the planning, the organization, leading, controlling the employees and other resources, right? So in the same way, here also, the international management also learns the concepts of planning, organization, coordination, controlling everything. But how it is based upon the unique multicultural and multinational boundaries. So ముందు క్లాసెస్ లో మనము లోకల్ బౌండరీస్ గురించి మాట్లాడుకున్నాము. Now we are discussing about the multinational boundaries, right? It is an activity of an organization conducted beyond its national boundaries. సో ఇప్పటి వరకు మీరు నేషనల్ బౌండరీస్ గురించి మనం డిస్కస్ చేసుకుంటే, వెన్ ఎవర్ యు ఆర్ డిస్కసింగ్ అబౌట్ బియాండ్ ద నేషనల్ బౌండరీస్ మీన్స్ apart from our country, then that type of things what you are discussing, which will exploit your potentiality, means you have a growth by expanding with your products, with your services, with your marketing strategy. ఎన్ని రకాలుగా మీరు ఎక్స్పాండ్ అవ్వచ్చు? You can expand with your product. By seeing the product you can expand, by services you can expand, by the potentiality also you can expand, right? In this different scenario, we can expand our services beyond our national boundaries, right? Next. The other things, they earn greater returns from their special competences, realize local economies and greater experiences, curve economies. Based upon the other countries' economy also, GDP, gross gross income also, we are having the capacity to expand our business. Next. The main
అది తెలుస్తుంది.
the main arena of international business management has never offered so many opportunities and challenges to individual managers, business people, governments, and academic community alike. The expansion of global market has created the need for managers. So there is a need for managers. Why? Because of the global market. Whenever you are expanding your market globally, automatically there is a need for managers. The managers ఎలా ఉండాలి? The managers should have a sufficient skills towards the increase of the organization's goal, which are familiar with the problems of international trade. ఇంటర్నేషనల్ గా ట్రేడ్ అనేది ఎలా జరుగుతుంది, ఫైనాన్స్, ద ఫైనాన్స్ లావాదేవీలు ఎలా జరుగుతున్నాయి, సచ్ యాజ్ ద కల్చర్, ద పొలిటికల్ స్ట్రక్చర్, ద ఫారెన్ ఎక్స్చేంజ్, geographical terrain, time, food and technology. So ఒక మేనేజర్ అనే పర్సన్ whenever he is working in a multinational MNC companies, he has to look care of how the international trade is going. So foreign exchange ఈ రోజు ఎలా ఉంది, how is the foreign currency changes, what is the geographical terrain, మనము బిజినెస్ టెరైన్ ప్లేసెస్ లో హిల్లీ ఏరియాస్ లో పెడుతున్నామా, లో పెడుతున్నామా, లేదంటే placing. Then what is the time, you are maintaining, what is the food you are using, what is the technology what they are using in the other countries. ఈ పన కంట్రీలో what is the technology you are using, other countries లో what is the technology they are using. So a manager is a main person who will enhance the communications between country to the country, right? Next. The companies encounter the companies encounter several major issues while growing through the process of becoming a international. So ఎప్పుడైతే మీ కంపెనీ ఉందనుకోండి, the companies have to face several major problems or issues whenever this company should go internationally. సో ఇంటర్నేషనల్ గా మీ కంపెనీ మీ ప్రోడక్ట్ సర్వీస్కి వెళ్ళాలనుకోండి, you have to keep your business in the stock market, that is in the Mumbai stock market lo. You have to enroll your company's product, the trademark of your business or the registered mark of your business in that enrollment. Then you have to see what are the plus and minus of their company. What are the major issues here? The first issue is they have to decide who will run the new operation. For example, మీకు ఇండియాలో 2 states లో బిజినెస్ ఉంది. నెక్స్ట్ మీరు ఇండియాలో అదర్ స్టేట్స్ కాకుండా యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఎక్స్పాండ్ ఇన్ యువర్ మలేషియా, థాయిలాండ్ ఆర్ సమ్ అదర్ ప్లేసెస్. అప్పుడు వాట్ ఇస్ ద ఫస్ట్ థింగ్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు డిసైడ్? యూ హ్యావ్ టు డిసైడ్ who will run this new operation and what are the qualifications and what are the individuals you have to take. MBA graduates or double MBA graduates, NIT ని తీసుకోవాలా, IIT peoples తీసుకోవాలా, IIM peoples ని రిక్రూట్ చేసుకోవాలా, what is the qualification they require and who will operate the new operation. So that is the first thing you have to keep in the mind. What is the second thing? The company needs to examine the roles of this manager and how these roles may differ from the local manager. సో ఇప్పుడు ఆంధ్ర తెలంగాణలో మీ బిజినెస్ ఉంది. సో ఆంధ్రాకి తెలంగాణకి ఒకటే మేనేజర్ యు ఆర్ మెయింటైనింగ్ అండ్ డూయింగ్ ద బిజినెస్. సో వెన్ ఎవర్ యు వాంట్ ఎక్స్పాండ్ యువర్, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మీకు ఫ్రూట్స్ బిజినెస్ ఉంది అనుకున్నాం. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ బనానా బిజినెస్ యు ఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ and you are doing the business in almost Andhra and Telangana, but you want to expand your banana business not only in Andhra and Telangana but directly to the Malaysia and Thailand. So direct ga inga Chennai, other states, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu pokunda directly you want to expand in Malaysia and Thailand. Then so you have to see the differences, you have to see the differences of the roles, how they differ from the international manager to the local manager. Next, the location of new operation facility, the relationships they need to have. So you have to check all this information before you want to expand yourself from the local market, right? Next. So whenever you are learning about the international management, there are various other factors to be discussed. That is, internationally, how the business is going on, how the business should be done. That is a international business management. ఇంకొక management ఏంటి? If you want to do business, that is one type of business. Only marketing if you want to do, that is international marketing management. You have to study. You have to keep the manager in the marketing sector. You have to keep the manager in the business sector. Next, మీకు సర్వీసెస్ కావాలి అంటే రిక్రూట్మెంట్ జరగాలి కంపెనీస్లో. యు ఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ ఏ హెచ్ఆర్ కంపెనీ ఇన్ యువర్ కంట్రీ, వేరే కంట్రీలో యూ హ్యావ్ టు మెయింటైన్. దెన్ వాట్ యు హావ్ టు డూ? యూ హ్యావ్ టు మెయింటైన్ a human resource manager internationally. Next, if you are doing a finance చేస్తారు అనుకోండి, right? A pawn broker or some sort of financing you are doing, then you have to maintain a finance manager. You have to maintain a finance international manager. If you are doing banking business, you have to maintain international manager for banking sector. Next, if you are doing any transactions, money transactions or any other services transactions, you have to maintain the transactions manager. If you are doing services, it may be a cultural service or it may be a corporate service or it may be any local service, that is a service, then you have to maintain a manager for the service management. Next, if you are running an IT company, if you are writing an IT company, then you have to maintain information technology manager for your organization. It's like this, you are having number of sectors where to keep and who is the person for this type of organizations to run in the global market. So for all the things, what you require? You require a big stupid nothing but an international manager. Then an international manager. Now we'll study about this person. Who is international manager? He is the one who must handle the things, ideas, people belonging to different cultural environment. So this person, what he have to do? He is a person who is responsible for the things, for the ideas to generate, for the people belonging to different cultural environments, while ensuring that allocating and directing the human resources, achieving the goals of the organization. సో ఎంత సిఇఓ ఉన్నా కూడా, ఎంత చైర్మన్ ఉన్నా కూడా, మేనేజర్ అనేవాడు ఆ కంట్రీకి ఈ కంట్రీకి సెంటర్గా ఉండి doing all these activities in a proper way, then automatically whatever the goals you have kept అవి అచీవ్ చేయగలగడానికి you are having the scope, while respecting the beliefs, traditions, values of the native or hosting country. అంటే వాట్ ఈస్ సెయింగ్ అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం ఎంత బిజినెస్ జరుగుతున్నా కమర్షియల్గా, సో వెన్ ఎవర్ దేర్ ఈస్ ఎ రెస్పెక్ట్, వెన్ ఎవర్ దేర్ ఈస్ ఎ రెస్పెక్ట్ ఇన్ ద హ్యుమానిటీ, రెస్పెక్ట్ ఇన్ ద బిలీఫ్ నమ్మకాలు, ట్రెడిషన్స్, ద కల్చర్, ద బిలీఫ్, ద వాల్యూస్ విత్ ద అదర్ కంట్రీస్, దెన్ ఓన్లీ ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్ విల్ హ్యాపెన్. అదర్వైజ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ విల్ గో ఇన్ ఏ వెయిన్, అంటే వృధా అయిపోతుంది అనమాట. నెక్స్ట్ ద ఇంటర్నేషనల్, యా Shiva, hi. Next, the international managers are responsible for developing the strategies. So strategies చేస్తారు. సో మీరు నువ్వు కంపెనీ చైర్మన్ అనుకో, యూ విల్ నాట్ డూ ది స్ట్రాటజీ, జస్ట్ యూ విల్ సే ద దిస్ థింగ్ షుడ్ బి హ్యాపెన్. బట్ చేసేవాడు ఎవడు? ద మేనేజర్ ఇస్ ద పర్సన్ హూ విల్ డూ దిస్ యాక్టివిటీస్. ద ఇంటర్నేషనల్ మేనేజర్ ఆర్ రెస్పాన్సిబుల్ ఫర్ డెవలపింగ్ ద స్ట్రాటజీస్, deploying the resources, guiding their organization to compete the global environment. Global environment ni బ్యాలెన్స్ చేయడానికి ద మేనేజర్ ఇస్ రెస్పాన్సిబుల్ ఫర్ స్ట్రాటజీస్, డిప్లాయింగ్ ద రిసోర్సెస్ అండ్ గైడింగ్ ద ఆర్గనైజేషన్. What is more important? International management demands a contingency approach to the ever-changing environment. This means the choice of management system and style depends on the nature of the country and the people involved. So మనకి చేంజెస్ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ లో కంటిన్యూస్ గా మనకి చేంజెస్ డిమాండ్స్ రావాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి? యూ హ్యావ్ టు depend upon the nature of the country. So nature of the country and what type of people are involved in the nature of the country, right? So this all things will be look after the manager only, not about the chairman. Only the manager is a person who is looking behind these things. Next, a successful international manager should have some skills and qualifications. So whenever you have studied MBA in a big IIM colleges, what are the skills and qualifications you require? So మీరు బీటెక్ అయిన తర్వాత if you want to study MBA, you should not study in normal colleges. You have to write a CAT exam. If you want to study MBA in foreign countries, మీరు ఇండియాలో after your degree you have to work for minimum 1 year anywhere, any place, any marketing job, finance job, any production job, whatever the job, you have to do minimum 1 or 2 years, then only you are eligible to study MBA in the foreign countries by writing the SAT exam. So if you want to get MBA degree in India, you have to go for a CAT exam, and if you got a good percentile, 98 99 percentile in the CAT exam, then automatically you are placed in IIMs, just like IIT you are having IIMs, then automatically you will get specialization. You want to do international manager, if you international business, you can take a international business as a specialization. Then what are the skills you have to require? The ability to communicate and cooperate across the cultures, including able to being develop and understanding trust. You have to make a trust belief, you have to understand the culture, you have to maintain the teamwork with the people. Next, the ability to understand, appreciate numerous different cultures. So you have to get practice with the other countries cultures also. Next, the ability to use more than one language. So you have to learn not only your mother tongue, you have to learn other languages to communicate effectively. So language is a major problem under, but if English is a common language throughout the world, but you have to, if you learn the local languages, then other countries people will get trust on you, and you will get purchased, all your products will be purchased by that country because of the communication what you have done in the local language. Next, this may be important when traveling to different locations or simply dealing with the people, someone who understands better than the native language, right? So whenever you are learning the local, whenever you are working in Kerala for 5 years నుంచి మీరు కేరళలో వర్క్ చేస్తున్నారు, ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ నాట్ లెర్నింగ్ ద మలయాళం లాంగ్వేజ్, మీరు ఎంత చేసినా కూడా దట్ ఈస్ not use, even though you speak in English, but if you speak in Malayalam for few persons, then automatically you will get some sort of positive response from the local people. So like this, you have to maintain some sort of tricks to play when you are as a working as a manager, right? Next, the ability to maintain the relationships at work and in the family, supporting, growing, learning. However, to do this, one must be first understand oneself, which includes being aware of one's own assumptions and preferences. సో ఎప్పుడైతే మీ మీద మీకు నమ్మకం ఉండి ఫస్ట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్. సో నువ్వు మార్కెటింగ్ చేయగలుగుతావా, నీకు మంచి కమ్యూనికేషన్ స్కిల్స్ ఉన్నాయా, నీకు వేరే పర్సన్ని పడేసే టాలెంట్ ఉందా. పడేసే టాలెంట్ అంటే నాట్ ఫ్లటరింగ్ ద పీపుల్ జస్ట్ లైక్ గర్ల్స్. సో యూ హ్యావ్ ఎ గుడ్ కమ్యూనికేషన్ సో దట్ మీరు ఎవరితోన్నా డిస్కస్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు మీరు వాళ్ళ మాటలు మీ మాటలు వాళ్ళు కన్ఫర్మ్గా వినాలి. సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు మెయింటైన్ దట్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ కమ్యూనికేషన్, రైట్? The ability to learn, the ability to grow from the new information just discovered by carrying out the new ideas into one's behavior. The ability to maintain the health of the organization and oneself. So whenever you are being as international manager, you have to cultivate both the multi scenario of the company as well as your self growth also, right? Next, the ability to coach. సో ఎప్పుడైనా మీ కింద ఎవరైనా జూనియర్స్ వచ్చారనుకోండి, ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ ఏ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ మేనేజర్, యూ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ ఎ అబిలిటీ టు కోచ్ దెమ్, టు గివ్ ఎ గైడెన్స్ టు దెమ్, టు ఎడ్యుకేట్ దెమ్ in the organization, to develop the cross cultural skills both at work and to incorporate them into their families as well being. Next, the ability to observe all cultures and accomplish management changes that will be most effective for the cultural mix at present. cultural mix Cultural mix at present, say what's happening here. We should create an ability to observe all the cultures. For example, మీరు తమిళనాడులో జాబ్ వచ్చి అక్కడ సెటిల్ అయ్యారు. So you have to adjust with the cultures what they are having and also accomplish the changes most effectively for the cultural mix what they are living in the daily life. So that is the thing you have to maintain whenever you are working in different scenarios, whenever you are working in the different scenarios. Next, the next concept is globe. The next concept in the international management ante globe. What's the abbreviation of this globe? Global leadership and organizational behavior effectiveness. Global leadership and organizational behavior effectiveness. So what this one is saying based upon the international management? International management says the global leadership and organizational behavior effectiveness gives the major objective for the growth in the international market. So international market లో మీరు సక్సీడ్ అవ్వాలంటే you should be a global leader and your behavior should be 100% effective in order to claim or in order to get the work done or get the project work done or interaction with the other countries for business expansion, right? A globe is an acronym for global relationship and organizational behavior effectiveness, the name of a cross cultural research effort that exceeds all others. So it is saying that it is also a cross cultural scenario where heavy and very deep research has been done for the effort of the efficiency in their global leadership and organization behavior. Next, the Globe Research Project is a multi-phase. It is a multi-phase, multi-talented scenario, multi-method program of cross-cultural research in which investigators spanning the world are examining the interrelationships between the societal culture, organization culture, and organization leadership in the scope, depth, duration, and sophistication. What it is saying, so it is similar to the international management, but only the thing is you have to change the leadership qualities locally and globally, locally and globally, by changing the relationships between the societal culture. So we have to see what type of culture you are having in that type of society. And organization structure, you have to see the culture of the organization, and also organization leadership. So you have to see the leadership qualities in the organization in depth, duration, and sophistication. So you have to give the importance of all the scenarios so that you can become a successful international business manager for your organization. Next, the Globe researchers studied leadership worldwide. They defined the leadership as ఈ గ్లోబ్ లో మెజారిటీ ఆఫ్ కంట్రీస్ ఆర్ ఇన్వాల్వింగ్. గ్లోబ్ అనే ఒక సంస్థ, దట్ ఈస్ వన్ ఏ బిగ్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ వేర్ మెనీ రీసెర్చర్స్ హ్యావ్ స్టడీడ్ ఫర్ ఇయర్స్ టుగెదర్ అండ్ maintained a definition which is worldwide accepted. What is the definition here? The ability of an individual to influence, motivate, and enable others to contribute towards the effectiveness and success of organizations which they are members. So workers or people, those who are members of the organization, we have to create the ability to influence the people, motivate the people, and enables to contribute towards the effectiveness and success of organizations. For example, you are having any person who is working for a longer time in any company. If you see the Satya Nadanla evaru, he is a he is a big employee, and he took the shares in the Microsoft. ఇండియాలోనే రిచెస్ట్ పర్సన్ హూ ఈస్ ఎంప్లాయింగ్ ఇన్ ద మైక్రోసాఫ్ట్ కంపెనీ, సత్యనాథన్లా, రైట్? నౌ అతను ఏం చేశాడు? సో he is working in the organization, influencing the people, motivating the people, and enables to contribute towards the effectiveness and success of the organization. If the success మైక్రోసాఫ్ట్ అనేది సక్సెస్ లో ఉందంటే ఆటోమేటిక్గా ఇతని క్యాపబిలిటీస్ కూడా సక్సెస్ లో ఉన్నట్టే. లైక్ దట్ you have to maintain your organization to a high level, and also your personal attitude to a high level. So by tomorrow's class we can complete. The time is also running short. The time is also running short. The time is also running short. So tomorrow ఇంకొంచెం చెప్పేసుకొని దీని గురించి క్వశ్చన్స్, వాట్ ఆర్ ద క్వశ్చన్స్ విల్ కమ్ ఇన్ ద ఎగ్జామ్ ఆల్సో విల్ డిస్కస్ టుమారో. ఫ్రమ్ ద నెక్స్ట్ డే బిఫోర్స్ క్లాస్ విల్ స్టార్ట్ ద యూనిట్ 2. సో ఆఫ్టర్ దిస్ క్లాస్, సో టేక్ ఎ స్క్రీన్ షాట్. ఈరోజు స్క్రీన్ షాట్ తీసుకోండి ఎవరన్నా. సో ఇన్ అ ఫ్యూ మినిట్స్ యూ విల్ గెట్ దిస్ వీడియో ఇన్ ద యూట్యూబ్. లింక్ మీకు పంపిస్తాను. జస్ట్